Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share my weekly Shop My Stash with you. So I'm going to walk you through some of the products that I've been using this week, and I'm going to highlight basically the ones that I've really been loving. I have a few products that I haven't changed up much in my routine. So for example, my brow products and my mascara I'm not going to be mentioning today. We'll have a whole video coming up on the mascaras that I've been using really soon. But anyway, so I wanted to go over mostly like the color products and skin products that I've been using. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into that. First of all, I wanted to remind you that my Shop My Stash collection is in this little organizer. I love this thing. I got this at Target for like 20 bucks. And it's basically a cute little wooden tray, and it comes with 3 of these that stack along the back, and I actually have them on my shelves, back here, with brushes in them. And I have another little tray that has eyeshadow palettes in it. So basically I've disassembled it so that I have this open tray to put my makeup and then 1 set of brushes that I'm using weekly. And I'm loving that because I'm keeping my brushes clean and I'm keeping them all in rotation. So that's been fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you first, the brushes that I've been using. This is my like black handle silver ferrule collection, but they're from all different brands. But a few shout outs to some of them that I've been loving so much. I really want to recognize the ones from Beauty Junkees. These are from the like sculpting set, and this one is the Pro Sculptor, and it's the softest, most incredible brush for bronzer and blush. I love it so much. It's really soft, but it's also pretty dense, so I feel like you can be relatively precise with it, and I love that. And then I want to give a shout out to this brush as well, which is another Beauty Junkees, and this is their Pro Highlighter. I have been loving this one as well too because you can really get the highlight on strong, but just where you want it because the size and the softness of this brush is perfect for highlight. So a fantastic set, and if you haven't checked out Beauty Junkees on Amazon, you really should because they're phenomenal. So do it. I have all kinds of eye brushes, all different kinds of things in here, but the other one I want to highlight was this brush that I mentioned in my last video. Still loving it. It's such a good crease brush. It's fantastic. So this one was from Glamour Dolls. All right, let's take a look at some of the other products that I've been using. For my skin this week, I've been using my BH Cosmetics foundation, the BH Studio Pro. Guys, why haven't you purchased this yet? You really need to. The only reason you might not that I can say is that this, I believe, is the lightest shade, and this is the color 103. So if you are any more fair than I am, then I understand why you haven't purchased it. But other than that, from 103 up, it's a great selection of shades, and this is just so natural and skin-like. Gives just enough coverage, but it still lets your skin look like skin. So I've really been enjoying that. And then I've been pairing that with my Naked Skin foundation, or concealer rather, from Urban Decay. I like this, and it's been a favorite for quite a while, but I feel like I'm coming to the end of my love affair with the Naked Skin concealer. It's good, but I tend to like really creamy concealers, actually. I know they tend to crease more, but you know, if you prep your skin right, they're okay. This one it's creamy, but it's thin and liquidy, and so it dries down to a very skin-like finish, but I'm finding that in my very dry under eye area, I'm not loving the connection, you know, between this thin formula and my dry under eye. I've been loving more of a cream concealer, but you know I waffle. I go back and forth, so this will probably be a favorite again soon, but it's pretty good. I have mine in the shade Light Warm, and honestly, that thing has lasted, I don't know, has it even been a year maybe? Like, it's lasted a long time, so for the price, I guess that's pretty good. All right, a couple other shout outs that I want to mention that I mentioned in my last video are some things from Glamour Dolls. I've been using these products that I mentioned in that last video pretty religiously this week and just loving them because they are favorites. But this was Ballerina's Revenge, that pink shade that I've been using. Basically on my inner corner, I've worn it as an all over the lid shade with just some bold eyeliner. Really loving that. It's a great shimmery pink shade. It just has a lot of sheen to it, but not a glittery effect, which is very nice. And then the Glamour Dolls Fakecation Bronzer. I raved about this, you guys, because it's raveable. It's so good. I love it. Let's apply some bronzer right now. Just more, you know. It's such a good warm shade, but not too warm that like it won't go with your skin tone. It's so pretty. And I'm even wearing this one in my crease today as my crease shade. So check that out. It's such a good bronzer shade. Loving it. All right, and then I have to mention the last Glamour Dolls product because I've, again, been using it all this week, but this Gloss Snob, this gloss in Mood Ring, I've been wearing it every day. I don't have another lip product in this setup because I've been wearing this every day. My lips feel so hydrated, so moisturized, so good, and they're glossy and like this perfect mauve pink shade. You need this. Trust me, you need it. Even if you're not into glosses, I know you're not. Some of you're thinking, oh, it's going to be sticky or goopy. It's not. It's creamy and soft, like you're wearing a treatment almost on your lips. It feels so good. Trust me. All right, for my skin as well, I've been trying to use my NYX HD finishing powder. I kind of stepped away from it for a little while. I was using other things and I wanted to come back and check it out. So this is the only powder I've been using on my under eye area and all over my face. I like to set my whole face. It's been hot and humid in Florida this summer, so my combo skin is definitely on the oily side, especially in the T-zone. And this has been really helpful, although it doesn't hold back oil all day. I definitely have to do a reapplication like halfway through the day if I want to stay looking kind of soft and matte. But I love how it just minimizes pores. My skin looks flawless when I'm wearing this powder on top of any foundation. And it's awesome for the under eye because it doesn't get heavy under there. So I do recommend this, and I have mine in the banana shade. Did I mention that? This one's the banana. All right, for blush, I've been using two different blushes. The one I'm wearing today is this e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Blush in Sweet Retreat. And it's just this perfect pinky mauve shade. Again, I kind of had that theme going on with my products this week, and I love it. It's just a no-brainer blush. You can't mess it up. Like, it doesn't ever look too heavy. I mean, I haven't tried to make it look too heavy, so I hope it doesn't, but it looks good going on, and it's just very natural, a natural blush. The other one I've been using that's a little bit more summery and has a bit of glimmer and glam in it is this one by Becca, and it's the shade Flowerchild, and it's one of the mineral blushes. This is so stunning. It has more of a peachy pink going on, and it has that sheen in it. It's really beautiful. So I've been loving that too. I like to have options, so I had two blushes in there. And then I have been using the Glamour Dolls as a highlight. I mentioned in my video that you can use this shadow as a shadow, but also as a cheek highlight. But when I'm not using that, then this week I picked up my Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter. And this one is in the shade, it's in the shade Peach Lights. And it's gorgeous. And we're going to pile some on right now. I have so much on already, but we're going to just, you know, add to it. Because it's so pretty. I've heard really hit or miss things about these particular highlights. Look at that. But I think this looks stunning. It's not chunky glittery. It's really pretty. So I recommend it for sure. And it's definitely kind of going with my theme this week of the sort of pale pinks, natural mauve look. And then for eyes, the only shadow I pulled for myself was this Petal Pushers palette. So I went basically purple this week because that is what is in this palette. I have some loves and hates in this palette. I love this brow bone shade, and I love this lilac purple shade for all over the lid. I love this matte purple in the crease, so this little trio here. Like, if this just came in a trio, these three, that would be amazing. But I also really love this shade, which is what I'm wearing all over my lids today. And you think it's going to be kind of bronzy, but it definitely has that cool purple undertone. Not bronzy, but like plummy. And the plumminess is actually kind of a glitter. So My disappointment with it is that it doesn't look exactly like it does in the pan on my eyes, but I actually do really like the way it looks on my eyes. And then lastly, this is my other favorite. This is such a cool color. It looks almost blue in this palette, but it's a really pretty purple. It's, I don't know, it's a cool purple, but it has a bit of shimmer. The pigmentation does not look very exciting in my swatch. I apologize for that. But on the eyes, there are certain shades of blue and certain shades of purple that look nice when they're subtle. And I think this is one of them. It has this sheen to it, almost like a blue shift in the purple that I think is beautiful all over the lid and with like a warm crease color. Gorgeous. So I've been loving that, and I have been using my Fakecation bronzer as a crease or transition shade when I'm not using the matte purple that's in there. So that's been great to have on hand to pull in for that. And then lastly, I've been using these two eyeliners. I pulled out a plum eyeliner. The shade is actually called Deep Amethyst, and this is from Tarte. This is their SmolderEyes liner, and it's a sharpenable liner on one side, and it has a smudger on the other. It's a gorgeous shade of deep purple. So I've been just kind of lining and smudging my upper lash line with this and loving that with all the purple shadow looks. And then when I wanted to go a little more natural, like with the light pink shades and a little less purple, I was using my Physicians Formula. What is this called? Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner Plus Serum in deep brown. And this thing is fantastic because it's such a fine liner. It's great for doing the wing. It's so beautiful. I was really looking for a solid replacement for my Stila liners, and this is it for me. I really love using this. I love the precision. I love the richness of the brown. So totally working for me. Loving it. All right, you guys, that's what I've been obsessing over this week and what I've been using religiously. I can't wait to share with you what I'm going to be pulling out of my collection for next week. I've got some brand new products that I'm going to be trying out, so you should see some of those coming up in my next Shop My Stash. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.